Hello again. I wonder how many children today know the story about King Alfred burning the cakes. It was one of those purely English legends that every school child in the country would have learned about one time, just as they would have been taught about Nelson and what a great Englishman he was. 50 or 60 years ago, Englishness was actually a thing, and it was acquired as a matter of routine in childhood by us all. In music lessons at primary school, there would be English folk songs. I can still remember some of them, and of English country dancing as well. There is so much emphasis these days on multiculturalism that we almost forget that being English is also a culture, and a damn fine one too. We have our own musical traditions, our own traditional food and drink, to say nothing of social customs. The English have long been famous in other countries for their adherence to the practice of queuing rather than adopting an every man for himself approach. This, of course, is exemplified by the Birkenhead drill, that when a ship is sinking, it's a case of women and children first, and men wait until those vulnerable categories are safe before considering their own lives. I could reel off dozens of things like this, which we all know mark out English as being a distinct ethnic group or race. Cricket, fair play, the pub, the list is endless. Of course, slowly but surely, all this is being eroded and our links with the past deliberately broken. Does anybody suppose for a moment that a music lesson in an ordinary primary school these days would consist of learning English folk songs or doing English country dancing? The very idea smacks of racism. As we lose these things, so too do we lose touch with our very identity as English people. This is an official policy and it's being done on purpose. How do I know this? It's very simple. On forms from the government or National Health Service, one is always being asked for one's ethnicity. White people born in this country have a choice. They can be Scottish, Irish, Welsh, or British. There is never the option to be English. Why do viewers think this is? It is to stop people thinking in terms of being English and to force them to consider themselves instead as being the broader category of British. Within a generation or two, the adjective English will apply only to a language. It will not be possible any longer to use it to describe the distinct and separate ethnic group who are the English people. There will not be an English people within a few decades.